See y'all at the end of the game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride, and they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Vikings going up against the Giants. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Now Osweiler on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Ought to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
So a 3rd and 8.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense...
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Folk's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Right. Everyone's got 4. Now let's go. On
1st and 10, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Green 39.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And this is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Jared Goff standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half. some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken it around the 40. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Set. 319. 319.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Backing up. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
What's tight end?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, an even 90 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They run the counter now on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now Goff on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
It's caught. Stills right side. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
From the 50, it's Goff. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So second and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Second and 10. Goff again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down throw. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play clock winding down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again, Goff. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The numbers comparison last week, really good game here. I don't know, he's not hitting the hole as fast as he was a week ago.
Do you get the sense that maybe, his timing's off a little bit?
Yeah.
Because last week, I think...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devon Kennard. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Offense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
And sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
3-19.
On second down, Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And his throw is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the line on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking a look at the play. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, pretty happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Goff. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Osweiler. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green 39. Green.
To throw again is Osweiler. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Throwing again, Osweiler. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those down quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with the laminator? I didn't even know.
Hard-fought victory.